So just shot a bull, my first archery elk, and it's gonna be an awesome time because got my buddy Eli Morton and my new good friend Jay Paul here. And so we heard him crash. He's not far. Let's go find him. We ran about 80 to 100 yards. Had a good shot on him, so he's down. First archery elk. Boom! Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at that elk. That's my first archery elk. Oh my gosh, you know, obviously you always want to come out here and shoot the biggest elk you can find or the biggest elk on the property. But I've been out here for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I've had some good luck. I've killed some good mule deer. I've had some really good encounters, but I've never had the opportunity to really kill a good bull with my bow. And I love elk meat. And this guy right here will do just fine. He's a pretty 5x5. And so this morning we're setting up. We dropped Jay Paul and Eli off on the other side of this big mountain, this little bowl. And these bull are coming in from the bottom. There's water down there and they're coming up. Well, Michael knew that if we tried to come in and get on these bulls from the other end through the water hole, we'd run them out. So we come up top and waited on them to naturally come back up. He gave just a couple cow calls. We weren't even ready. In fact, we had to get the kill shot with a cell phone, because I didn't have time to get my camera out and turn it on. So Michael, thank goodness, he was able to get it on film. But this is a great bull for my first archery elk. Oh my gosh, we still got a couple tags. Jay Paul's got a tag. Eli's got a tag for his crossbow, and I've got a mule deer tag. And we've got all week to play. So I'll be running camera, hunting mule deer the rest of the trip. Dark 30 outdoors, back 40 outdoors, and living life. We're all out here just having a good time, enjoying some of this Colorado scenery. Now the work starts. So the first thing Jay said to me when he met me, he came to me and I'll never forget, he said, "Jason, I need to know what it is you do.
I need to know his secret.
I need to know your secret." That's what it was. I need to know your secret on how you keep your body in such good physical shape to carry these mountains. I've toted him up the hill 2 or 3 times.
And this trip right here, I learned exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of huffing and puffing.
Man, the more oxygen, you know, I've never seen an engine that didn't suck up. You know, a 1968 Camaro takes a lot more gas.
A lot of airflow.
Than you know, electric, environmental friendly vehicle.
Scooter, yeah, exactly.
I'm the 68 Camaro.
I learned it today. You know, I'm learning on this trip right here. You know, it takes a lot of airflow to have a body like he does and have the power. You know, and see, look, there's a lot of airflow, and I heard it all the whole trip on, and he was light load and still huffing and puffing. But look, understood, lesson learned. I got the wrong physique.
So there's 3 tags left to fill. We have Eli's elk tag, Jay Paul's elk tag, and I actually have a mule deer tag. So this could be a really good hunt. We're starting off on a good foot. We're gonna try to keep the ball rolling.
Jason had super good luck first day. Bull come right in early in the morning, good kill. We set the second day, nobody killed anything, and I spent a lot of time in the blind, just kind of hoping, but not real sure. Said it was gonna be windy the next day and cool.
We're here in Meeker, Colorado, at the Louisiana Purchase Ranch. Jason's already got a bull down. Me and Jay Paul are trying to get on board. It's our second day. It's about 92, 93 degrees, so they're heading to these water holes. And trying to catch them on the way down in the evenings, and then call them up on the mountains in the morning. It's been a fun hunt so far. Got a little rain moving in. So we'll see if we can't maybe catch them coming to water for a drink, and maybe a big bull to waller in the mud.
So the second morning, I decided to take my camera and run and try to run and gun with Jay and see if I can get footage of him killing his bull or hunting his bull. We've seen 4 or 5 really nice ones across the ridge. They're not on our property, so there's nothing we can do. We can't call them over. They're just not responding. They hear us. They want to come, you can tell, but they're not going to make that break yet. They're staying with their bachelor group. So day 2 just was kind of a dead run. We did find some elk, but for Jay, we weren't able to connect.
That afternoon, I decided Jason has a mule deer tag. I figured I was gonna go and sit tight with him and try to feel his mule deer tag, because every afternoon we got mule deer everywhere. I mean, it's crazy the amount of numbers of mule deer are in this area. So we went to sit with Jason, and we put a ground blind up right next to a corral, a horse corral, cattle corral, where we seen some mule deer passing. You know, the field wasn't in there 30 minutes, and we had mule deer in the field. We sat tight right before dark, probably about 45 minutes before dark, and then we kept looking, me and Jason kept looking at each other. It's about time. We got about 16 or 17 different mule deers in our field already. No shooter bucks yet, but we had one that was crossing the road near us.
And we're sitting there, I think we sat for 2 or 3 hours, and then we just kind of saw a lot of deer coming into the field. We could see bucks and does and some small animals. And sure enough, we kept looking to the right where this buck's supposed to be coming from, thinking, you know, he's gonna come 50 yards, you know, away from us. So we're sitting there, and sure enough, I look over, this buck is 10 yards from us. I mean, 10 yards. I can't do anything with that. By the time I grabbed my bow, he had done been spooked by the blind itself. It's something new to him. It wasn't brushed in. It was just sitting there in the open by the cattle gate. He had never seen it before. So he jumped off and ran around. He got about 50 yards. And Jay tried to stop him, couldn't stop him. He just kept going. He got out in the middle of the field, and you know, really, we got a second look at him, and he's kind of a smaller horned deer. He's really nice. He might be one we saved for the last day.